Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we're back with some more Dark Souls. You know, I was doing a little bit of thinking. I was like, you know what? I feel like dying to these giant blades, so I'm gonna go ahead and run back. No, actually, what I was thinking was, you know, the methods I was using to try to get through this this fortress were a little bit ineffective. I found my damage output was pretty low. I just felt like my ability to fight the enemies in here were kind of pathetic, and just overall I was thinking, you know what? I get the impression that maybe I should be I should do a little bit more exploring around, because I'm just not doing a whole lot of damage. And I'm like, there's got to be a better way than to just sort of bash my head against these guys over and over again. And I was like, I find it interesting, you know, that I'd come here and I'd have this problem with feeling sort of, we'll say, pathetic, and I'm right next to the blacksmith. So I'm going to go back down to the blacksmith. I'm going to see if there's some options. I don't know, maybe I've been a little bit too hasty. I haven't explored enough. You know, maybe there's some option to do something with my equipment, or whatever, you know, before I go ahead and continue on. So I'm going to do a little bit of exploration, and we'll say probably off camera, and we'll be back when we'll say made a discovery. Okay, well, this looks actually incredibly handy. I'm almost tempted to sort of grind up a little bit just to get enough, we'll say, souls to buy myself the weapon and the armor smith box, because it'll allow me to reinforce things at bonfires. And I've also noticed that I can go ahead and just buy Titanite shards from the guy. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of nice. I might be doing that. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to continue taking a look at the list of things, and I might just go ahead and, what is this? Case this? Toggle display. What have we got here? This is a piece of armor? No, this is not a piece of armor. That is a weapon of some sort. Yes. Okay, no, not what I'm interested in, but still cool. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I used up some of my, my souls to, let's say, upgrade my Baldurcite sword up to a +5, and then before going to modify equipment, it just said there was nothing, there was no equipment or weapons available for Ascension. But now that I've got it up to +5, when I click on modify equipment, I get this, and I'm not too sure exactly what this is. Is this like branching paths that I can use to upgrade the Baldurcite sword? Can I go like, this will be +6, and now this is raw Baldurcite sword, which has a much better damage output. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, what's the, why would I choose this? I'm trying to figure out. Now, it says param bonus, so does that mean the effect that parameter has on my, my weapon? So if I go to, like, say, the raw Baldurcite sword, it would appear that dexterity has a lesser effect on the damage. I'm not too sure exactly what that means, but it's just something I discovered. I don't have enough large Titanite shards to do it anyways. Wait, one. Yeah, I only have 1 out of 3, so I need another 2 of those to be able to go down that path. But I thought that was that's interesting. So it's something else I'll have to sort of look into. That maybe there's, like I said, there's some branching paths to we'll say upgrade, or maybe, you know, heck, maybe that's how, like, the equipment just works in this game, is that, you know, it can advance just like you can through the use of souls. I don't know. You know, among my other sort of passive thoughts, we'll say passive thoughts, among my other thoughts outside the game, one was, why did I just leave this thing be? And I'm not saying that I should attack it. You know, typically if something's not attacking you in this game, you probably can, I don't know, interact with it in some way. And I'm like, there's a reason why this thing is here now, and it wasn't here before. Also, it just doesn't look like something that could be fought with. I don't know. But typically, if something is not harmful in this game, you can talk to it. At least that's been my experience. So I'm gonna get ready to dodge at any. There we look at that. See, when I'm not rushing through the game and just thinking I can make progress.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frapt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
I don't know what the word elucidate means. It's a really cool word. I'm gonna have to look that up later. But sure, yeah. Elucidate my fate.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Okay. Well, it said something Londo, so I'm assuming I need to go to the new Londo ruins? Or eventually, maybe? I don't know. Let's talk some more.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Okay, what the heck? Feed item, feed large Titanite shard, feed green Titanite shard, feed Titanite chunk, feed... Okay, feed item. What can I feed you? I have... firebomb. I can feed you firebombs. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll feed you one of the many random items I have on me, like this bandit's knife. Soul value 50. Oh! Wait, did that just go up? Okay, my souls are up at the top, right? 576. Here, have a bandit's knife. Oh, this is like it's like now that I'm like part way through the game, now I can sell items. So all this crap that I've been stockpiling. Oh, well, I'm gonna have fun with this. Well, we don't need these short swords. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. You know what, guys? Give me a second. I'm gonna go sell a bunch of crap, and I'll be right back. All right. So I've fed a bunch of the items, and I've got myself basically about 5,756 souls. I'm curious though what these other things do, like feed large Titanite shard. Will that just give me a lot more souls, or is this something different? Because I would assume, like, if I go under feed item, for example, green Titanite shard, it says soul value 50. Okay, green Titanite shard, 50. But right here it says green Titanite shard. It's a separate item, so I'm assuming that if I do it through this menu item, that the effect will be different. So I'm not sure. I'm like, do I want to risk this? There, like, large Titanite shard. I've got 3 of them. All right. I'll feed one of the large Titanite shards to see what this does. Large Titanite shard shattered, becoming Titanite shard. Oh, what? So now I just got myself a normal Titanite shard? So does it just break it down into smaller things? Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I really want that now. I'm not sure if I wanted to do that. That seems kind of, unfortunate. Okay. Do you have anything else to say if I talk to you?
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution.
Okay.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Okay, so basically I've got to go to Sen's fortress, but so that's where I got the crap kicked out of me last time. But at the same time, I don't feel like I don't feel like I've really gained a whole lot of power yet. I could, you know, I do have those excess souls on me that I could go ahead and use and level up a little bit more. But I almost feel like I'm neglecting equipment. I feel like that's kind of one of the main things that I don't know, I suppose I could just level up. That's one way to sort of brute forcing my way through it, but, I don't know, I feel like I'm missing part of the game. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back to the blacksmith. I'm going to go ahead and use whatever those Titanite shards are that I currently have to upgrade my gear some more. And then I'm going to... I'm actually going to go ahead and use those lost souls that I found and either use that to boost my gear or my level. I might just go ahead and level up because it's the quickest and easiest way to do it. But then again, it might not be the most cost-effective. Because if we think about it, it cost me, what, 800 just to buy a Titanite shard? Now, those Titanite shards can be used to sort of upgrade my gear, which give me sort of bonuses as well. So, I guess at a certain point, it becomes cheaper to upgrade your gear than it does to be leveling up. So, yeah, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go ahead and try to boost my strength a little bit in some way, and then I'm going to take maybe another stab at Sen's Fortress. So I'll see you after I'm done all that. Okay, I was looking at sort of the upgrading here, the upgrading paths and stuff, and like I'm looking at my previous gear, the Wanderer Hood and the Wanderer Coat +2. Now, while it does have lower defense, and I went ahead and I switched over to the this here, the Crimson Robe and the Mask of the Stealer for the time being because it does have better stats. I'm noticing here that to upgrade it, it requires Twinkling Titanite, which I have not encountered any of. I haven't seen any of that, so it makes me wonder, you know, for the time being, these might be stronger, but it might be better in the long run to go ahead and just be upgrading my standard Wanderer Hood and stuff. Because I feel like, you know, maybe potentially this would become stronger in the long run, and it'd be easier for me to upgrade due to the type of resources needed to upgrade it. So I'm thinking, at least for the time being, working on my boots and my manchette to upgrade sort of my defense and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my Titanite shards for that, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and grab a level or two up at the bonfire. So we're going to go ahead and we'll say, but then again, weapon. Well, then again, I can't really do anything else with my weapon. For the time being, I'm just going to have to deal with what I've got. But, you know, hey, if I can reduce damage by a single point or whatever, because I know this does also increase my, I believe is that lightning? No, that's fire resist. Okay, never mind. I think that's fire resist. Yeah, so maybe that's not that necessary. Well, I don't know. We will see. Might as well. You know, I have the Titanite shards to go ahead and upgrade this, so let's go ahead and upgrade that. I get a +2 on that one. We'll upgrade the boots. Give me a bit of a boost on that. What about... Yeah, we'll just go all the way. And... Wanderer boots plus... up to +3. And, now... Okay, now it's requiring large Titanite shards. Interesting, though. Wait a second, am I reading this wrong? Oh... See, I was reading, like, at the top it says 1, 2, so I assumed, okay, I have 1 out of the 2 required, but it's not grayed out. I noticed this one here grayed out, so the numbers are inverted. Oh, my bad. So I could use the large Titanite shard to upgrade these further. Well, heck, I might as well do that. That one's up to a +4, and we're gonna go ahead and maybe upgrade this one here as well. Wanderer boots +4. There we go. So I've gone ahead and I've upgraded those 2 pieces of armor significantly, and I'm pretty sure that's all I can do here for the time being. So we're gonna go up. I'm gonna go back up to the bonfire here. Maybe throw, like I said, a point into, because I've got 26,000 souls, and that's not something I want to be running into Sen's Fortress with, because, well, we've seen what happens to me in Sen's Fortress. So I'm thinking of going ahead and maybe throwing a point into endurance and a point into dexterity. Dexterity will give me a bit of a damage boost. What if I put 2 points into dexterity? That'll give me a +5 when it comes to damage, which is good, but at the same time, what I'm kind of hoping to do... Actually, I don't know. Should I put the 2 points in there? It'll increase my stamina. I think stamina is usually good to have as well, and my equipment load. So if I technically want to get a piece of equipment that's slightly heavier, and still be able to keep my dodge speed by increasing my equipment load, that I can maybe do that. So stamina, yeah, I think this is what I'll do. I'll do 1 point into endurance, 1 point into dexterity, and we'll go ahead and confirm that. We'll go ahead and reverse hollowing because I don't know. I feel like it. Ta-da! My humanity is restored. And now let's go ahead, and even though we can't see my face or anything, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and run back to Sen's Fortress and get ourselves killed. Hooray! Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the snake things, because of their nature, they're going to be, you know, the respawning types of enemies, which is going to be fantastic, which means, you know, I'm going to have to go ahead and fight them repeatedly. All right, so let's go ahead and, hey, snake guys, yeah, come on over. Let's have a party. All right, and hit that. Oh, crap, that did not go as planned. It's Dark Souls, nothing ever goes as planned. All right, swing. Oh, he's gonna come to the back swing. Fighting. Yep. Everyone's like, up, here we go. Jason's gonna die again. Okay, I can do this. I've got this. Swing. Wait a second. Yep, that was a great idea, Jason. You did wonderfully. Beautifully. Fighting the two is that's the problem. It's fighting one-on-one, I think I'd be okay. And there we go. Get my stamina back up. I seem to be doing a decent amount of damage, I think. Yeah, wrong time to try to slash there, Jason. All right. Oh. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. The reach on my Baldur's Side sword is not quite as good as I had hoped it would be. But for stabbing, it's alright. 64 damage, that's really not great. You know, I want to get this fight down. I could technically grind myself up through this part here, just trying to get this down. This is actually a really good, this is a really good design. Think about that. I can come back there and heal at any point. If I die on this bridge, I just go ahead and grab my souls back. This is actually a very, very nice way of introducing new types of enemies, especially ones that you're gonna have to fight more than one of. Like, there we go. And you can grab some nice souls here too. It's actually a decent, we'll say, like, grinding point. And I think I already hit the thing, so I can't use that again. Okay, backslash, stab, back up. Slash, slash, slash. Okay. I'll get this down. So, oh, yeah, Jason, you might want to block next time. Alright, so give me a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, rather than, we'll say, putting you through the torturousness of having to watch me learn how to fight, I figured, you know what, we'll just back out here. Well, I'll just go ahead and, you know, cut out me dying, because that's what's about to happen. Okay. I was curious, because when I was down in Blighttown, I did encounter those dogs that seemed to, be pretty, we'll say, physically resistant. And I'm noticing here that these guys here, at least my pyromancy seems to be, pretty effective. So, it does 80 points of damage. However, it's debatable if that's really the best route to take, because, you know, 80 points of damage versus the ability to make multiple slashes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Seems to be working pretty well though. But I'm not going to go through the entire oh no, bad timing there. I'm not going to go through the entire fortress just using combustion, because look at that. I'm already out of pretty much combustion, just dealing with those two. But that does give me some useful information. That does tell me that I can, wait a second, that's right, I also have, was it the merchant? I don't remember where I got it, but I got stuff like charcoal pine resin, and there's these different types of resin that allows me to put, we'll say, like an attribute on my weapon. And I think, I can't remember, I seem to recall being able to buy some. I think I remember being able to buy some. Charcoal pine resin, was it gold pine resin? I think I was able to buy that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just experiment here. I really hope that I'm not using up some finite resource that I happen to just sort of find. And I'm hoping that, you know, this is actually... Here, so let's go ahead and, we'll say, experiment a little bit. Okay, oh, I didn't die, that's right, so the thing's not going to be back. I should have probably applied the resin first. Alright, let's see. Let's try this out. Let's test some theories here. And... well, yep, that definitely does do a lot more damage. So they are, they're physically resistant, but they're not magically resistant. Okay. Ow. Okay, cool. So maybe if I can, man, heck, I could probably grab a bunch of souls from them to go ahead and buy myself some, like a nice little stockpile of gold pine resin, because I think that'll give me the edge I need here. Yeah, look at that. Boom, dead. Yes, I think that's what I might do. Now yeah, okay, it wears off on its own, so it doesn't last a long time. So that's the kind of thing you activate right before, we'll say, like a big fight or a place where you know you're going to need a lot of damage. So yeah, maybe getting a nice little stockpile of that stuff would be good. So, I feel like I haven't really done a whole lot in this episode. A lot of it's been sort of off camera. But what I'm going to do, I think it was the merchant. I'm pretty sure it was the merchant that sold me that stuff in the first place. I'm gonna go ahead and run back to him and see if I can go ahead and get some more out of him. Actually, you know what? Let's try something. Two-handed slash. It's a little bit riskier because obviously I'm not using my shield, but I'm going for more of a dexterity build, right? Or I guess like a little bit more dodgy rather than blocky. So I'm kind of hoping that that actually worked rather well. Okay, we'll try doing this fight shieldless. That looked like it staggered him a bit. So a dodging double stab, like a two-handed stab, looks like it staggered the guy a bit. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't need to be showing you guys every little bit here of my, we'll say, learning how to fight these things. I'll come back maybe a little bit later? Yeah. Okay, I was mistaken. It's repair powder that I could buy from the guy. Darn it. So I went and used up some stuff for nothing. Darn. Oh, crud.
Throw me a bed.
No, go away, shut up. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So maybe I'm gonna make, we'll say, lighter use of that in the future. I don't want to use up too much of it. However, I've been getting a lot of practice, we'll say, with we'll say two-handed fighting style, which has been it's been working actually rather nicely for me. I've been learning, we'll say, some new moves with this. I've typically been hanging on to, we'll say, my shield as sort of a security blanket, but I found some of the, we'll say, moves and maneuvers you can do holding this, we'll say, two-handed is rather nice, actually. So I think I'll be continuing to do things this way. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of, we'll say, running around. I've been doing a lot of, like I said, a lot of, oh, you've respawned. Okay. I've been doing a lot of sort of experimentation. Oh, hello. He dodged. And I haven't really made a whole lot of progress in this video, but... Whoa, okay. But I'm going to have to... Dang, you can leap far. But I'm going to actually have to end things here. Next time, I'm going to take a full, you know, wholehearted effort, to make my way into and through Sen's Fortress, but like I said, I really wanted to sort of I really wanted to be able to sort of experiment a little bit, practice a little bit. you know, we'll see, hone my skills a little bit, because let's be honest, I've needed to get good, get some, we'll say, get some sort of experience and practice in, we'll say with, the fine details of movement. So, you know, like I said, next time I'm going to, you know, whether or not I will say prepared for it or not. Actually, you know, I might go down to the New Londo ruins. There was a, there was, what's his face? There was somebody down below that I could speak to, wasn't there? Okay, what I'll do is I'll go off camera. I'll go down there and see if there's something. There's a merchant behind some bars down this way, if I'm remembering correctly. Down back in the actual ruins. I'll go there off camera, and then I will go back to Sen's Fortress. If there's something interesting, I'll cut back in there. Like I said, this is all going to happen in the next video, because I'm out of time for today. I've spent, you know, a good over an hour here. Just sort of, like I said, experimenting and stuff like that, which is something I really felt like I needed to do. Anyways, if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.